What's up, guys? I am Coaster Maniacs. I am here with Laughs and Coasters.
Hello guys, how are we all doing?
How's everyone doing this fine evening, morning, night, wherever you may be?
Yeah,
Let me know in chat if you can see, hear us, if everything looks well, because once again, YouTube likes to do these types of things. What's up, guys? It looks like we might be good though.
yeah.
A
Mhm.
little different setup, a little different thing we're doing today.
Yeah.
We are doing Theme Park Wars. It is Cedar Point, the best park in the U.S., against the best park, so to speak,
Debatably.
in the U.K. In Laughs and Coasters.
Home park.
Home park, yep. I guess I kind of cheated a little bit. Theme park, Cedar Point's not really my home park, but hey, I went with the best, not the, not the home
Not
park.
the worst, but we can see what. Well, you can see where we got one of our hyper coasters from.
Yeah. I
When we
guess.
had a decent upper managing director before Amanda Thompson.
Yeah.
Not saying she's bad. She's all right. What she's been dealt with.
So before we start doing this debate style thing, I'm also thinking of making this a weekly or a series, depending on what you guys think. Having different people on every single time I do this, different theme parks, and it's gonna be like a debate style. If you haven't already, go over to Laughs and Coasters, give them a subscribe, and
Yeah.
every single one helps out. And if you haven't already, subscribe to me down here. What's going on, WWE Access Wrestling? How you doing, my friend? And let's get into it.
Let's
So,
go.
we have Theme Park Day's favorite thing of all time, my friend. We have stats. Stats
Hey.
everywhere. Stats.
Stats.
So, category 1, I guess you would call it.
Okay.
Size of the theme parks.
Okay.
You got the size of Blackpool Pleasure Beach
Yeah,
already.
I know that. I know
Alright.
that off the top of my head.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Blackpool Pleasure Beach has a size of 42 acres. It's one of the smallest parks in the UK.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
sometimes good things come in small
Small
packages.
packages. Oh yeah.
I know everybody that's listening. Trust me, I know what you're thinking, and you don't have to say it. I already know what you're thinking. So going from the smallest to the biggest, I would say. I don't know, actually, Cedar Point compared to other theme parks like Disney stuff aren't really that big. I mean, Cedar Point, yes, it's big. It's 365 acres, but it's certainly not bigger than like Disney or something like that. It's 4 different parks.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. There might be a lot packed into
Mhm.
what'd you say, the 43 acres?
Yeah.
There might be a lot packed into it. I've never been
Oh.
to the UK Blackpool Pleasure Beach, but
No.
I heard good things about it though.
Yeah, it's a good theme park.
Um,
Amusement park.
all right, let's go to you just said it, theming.
Theming.
Yeah.
Non-existent.
Yeah, I feel somewhat the same way with Cedar Point. They have areas, but they
Yep.
don't have like Frontier Trail kinda is like that old western kinda style.
Mhm.
That's about it. Like unless you
Yeah.
want to count Snoopy's World.
Yeah. We've just got 2 themed rides. That's it.
Yeah. What are they?
Alice in Wonderland, which is licensed by Disney still to this day, and Wallace and Gromit for Ilmatic.
There you go. See, so Cedar Point used to have Dinosaurs Alive, which isn't. It's not even a ride. You just walk around and see animatronic dinosaurs. Basically, going back if you were into Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
But that's really. They have this whole Adventure Island type of thing going on now. I haven't gotten to it yet, but stuff like that. That's pretty much it as far as theming goes. But total ride numbers. Do you have total number of rides?
Total roller coasters is 10. 11 if you count the ghost train.
Okay. Okay. What about flat rides? Still the
Uh, then we've got 2 flat rides
two flat
and
rides.
2 dark rides.
I'm trying to think. So, Cedar Point has, I mean, obviously they're the roller coaster capital of the world is what they call themselves.
Yep.
With I think now 18 roller coasters
Yeah.
and 84 rides. But just because they have 84 rides doesn't mean they're all brilliant and excellent. Let me put that out there right now.
Yep.
They have 84 rides, but they're some of them are lackluster and mediocre.
Yep.
I said this last night. Pipe Scream.
Mm-hmm.
Pipe Scream on
Yep.
my for
On
all
your-
of you guys that did not go on my live last night, I listed Pipe Scream, asked if it was a coaster or not. I don't classify it as a coaster.
I don't either.
Uh, it's not powered by gravity all the way through, and it's not a really good ride. So there's that. Blackpool. I'm looking up the park map for us to see. Just randomly went to a different background. That's great. Technology.
Technology. Give it 100%.
Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
I can send you the park map.
You have one.
I can quickly find one. Know where exactly it is on the website.
I got one right here.
Alright, you got it.
Nope, I got directions to there. I don't think that's gonna help me very much.
No, it's not. Let me just quickly go and get it.
Maybe
That's
this
either-
right here.
Yep.
I think this is it. Oh, it looks pretty cool. I've never been there. Never seen it.
Yeah.
Really.
It's quite nice.
Let me save it. But again, just because Cedar Point has 18 roller coasters, again, by all means,
Yep.
not all 18 are out of this
quite-
world. Most of them,
Yep.
don't get me wrong, most of them are.
Most of them would be.
My suit, lasagna. Hey, lasagna.
I'm just gonna. Whilst you're looking at the map, I'm just gonna have a quick look at chat.
You should do Kenny Wood, Kenny World,
Mhm.
Kenny World, right? Isn't it Kenny World? Kennywood?
Kennywood
Kennywood.
and Hershey Park.
And Hershey Park. That'd be an interesting one. We just did Hershey Park last
Ooh.
week, though. But yeah, it'd
Yeah.
definitely be. I have all the same stuff from there already, so that'd be interesting. Blackpool
Pleasure Beach.
Yes. That's the brilliant thing about streaming live is that they
Yeah.
actually have the ability to do this and then have things pop up like that. That's all. I
Yeah.
love that. Here it is, Blackpool Pleasure Beach. For anybody in the UK, you've seen this probably a time or two. Anybody over
Hopefully.
in the US, Canada, or on the other side of the world, we have probably have
Never
not.
seen it.
Like, I have not. I'm taking a look at it right here. You know what I love about these coaster maps too is the people that make
Yeah.
these really over exaggerate how like
Oh yeah.
the steepness of the drops and everything look.
Oh yeah.
They do that like if you looked at Cedar Points, the way they
Yeah.
drew Top Hill Dragster is insane.
Yeah.
It looks like it like towers over everything. And don't get me wrong, it does, but it makes it
Oh,
like
yeah.
1,000 feet tall. It looks like. So what's this thing over here with the skull
Yeah.
on it?
That's Valhalla. It's a water ride.
A water
Slash
ride.
dark ride. Yeah.
What exactly? So what is it like a wait, a dark ride, water ride? Okay,
Yeah.
we got to talk about that.
Okay.
I've never even heard of one of those over here.
So it was manufactured by Intamin, opened in 2000. It was the last project that Jeffrey Thompson undertook before he passed away.
Hmm.
And for this season, it should be going under a reimagination because half of the effects don't work. Have you ever had the chance? If you ever rode it up until, especially last season, the amount of times I got evac off it.
Is that because of the water?
Yeah. And the system's like the boats would crash into each other, so you'd get like whiplash injuries. It was just a pain. It was a funny pain, actually.
But so, what does the ride do? Like, is there a lot of hills, or is there a lot of?
Yeah, it's themed around the Viking gods.
Okay, so you're like in like a boat and you go
Yeah,
around. Interesting. And see, I don't think there. I have not seen or been on anything that has
that kind of theme.
no an indoor ride where you get wet. That's nothing I've ever been on. Don't get me wrong, I would
You
love
get
to.
fully soaked though.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Interesting. I,
No restraints. The
nope.
last, no restraints, because even the last drop, you hear a PA announcement saying, "Don't lean forward on the next drop," and the drop still makes you lean forward.
That kind. Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me? So is there at least seatbelts?
No, no seatbelts,
No
just a grab
seatbelts.
rail.
Just
You just literally got a grab rail to hold on to.
right.
That's
So it's basically like you're going down there. Like, all right, good luck.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like that. It's like, yeah.
If you make it to the bottom, you're good.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Right, next people, come in. Okay. Off you go.
That sounds interesting. You.
Oh, it is interesting. The
Um.
amount of times I've literally nearly
So
fallen off my seat.
so if you had to rank this, what would you rank this coaster? Or not even a coaster. This ride.
One of the best.
Let's go 1 to 10.
Yeah.
We'll go 1 to 10.
It's a solid 8.
Wow, that good. It has a lot of
Yeah.
light effects.
Yeah, it has when the effects are working, it's brilliant. But when the effects are not working, it's absolutely shocking because you'll get soaked in places you won't want to know you get soaked in.
I think. I mean, again, I can't really judge it because I've never been to it. It sounds definitely interesting.
It is.
All the dark rides I've ever been has been just like.
Yeah.
I think I've only been on one, and you're in a boat, and I don't even know
Yeah.
if you can consider it a dark ride or not. And that is,
Yeah.
it's a small world.
It's a small world.
And it's not really a dark ride because it's completely lit up with a bunch of creepy dolls everywhere. So
Yeah. When I
And-
went to, I've been lucky on the twice I've been to Walt Disney World and Disneyland Paris that it's been down for maintenance. So I've not had the chance to experience it yet.
it's something. You don't get that song stuck out of your head. Let me tell you that.
I've heard the song. Don't get me wrong there.
I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat's heard
I
it
think
too.
everyone, yeah. Have you not lived if you've not heard the song? It's a small world.
Oh,
I
man.
got copyrighted because of that. I literally decided. So someone in the chat went, "I've never heard it." I went, "Okay, let's play it."
We will not do that here. But so Cedar Point had a dark
Yeah.
ride. It was called Disaster Transport, and it was
Oh.
basically kind of like a bobsled ride. If you ever been on a bobsled
Yeah.
coaster, same thing,
Yep.
just in the dark, and you have no idea which way you're going, and you have special effects. They
That sounds
tore
cool.
that down. It was good. It was a good ride. They tore it down
Yeah.
to make room for Gatekeeper.
Oh,
And I love Gatekeeper too. A lot of people are like, they don't know which way to go about it, but I love it. I love it.
yeah.
But tell me, so let's go back to this park map again. I know we've
Yep.
been kind of talking about that one building there.
Okay.
This one in the front here, is that Steel Dragon?
Which one are we? Next to Valhalla.
No, all the way in the bottom of the map.
Oh, that's the big one. That's the Arrow Hypercoaster.
The big one. Okay, did it used to have a
Yeah.
different name?
It was called the PetSmart's Big One when it first opened, and
The-
it got the inspiration from Magnum XL 200.
Okay.
Jeffrey Thompson went over to ride it, and he was like, "Great, this is fun. Let's take one to the UK."
So they
And
did
at this
a-
point, when they was building Big One, Arrow was too busy with X, so they subcontracted it to a company near where I live to build it.
So they basically Is it an exact clone or is it a little bit different?
It's a lot different.
A little different. Okay,
Uh,
it looks different.
oh yeah, you don't have that. There's literally no airtime on it, as Magnum does have that.
I would consider Magnum being a leg breaker, but yeah, there's certainly some parts of an airtime there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just let's pop that back up again. Just the layout. You have a huge turnaround over there. It looks
Oh
like
yeah, that is a huge turnaround.
there. That looks insane. How tall
Yeah.
is it?
235 feet according to Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
Okay, so it's a little bit bigger than Maxim
Yep.
Maxim. Wow, Magnum XL 200. That's the name
Yep.
of the. It's
It
my
took
part,
the-
and I can't even say it right. But I mean, Magnum is the one that started it all, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it started the wars.
Yeah. Now going back to the one you were talking about before, the one right
Ooh.
behind that building there. What was that one?
That's Grand National. That is a wooden coaster, a wooden monibus coaster, which is the only one of its kind, which can be really rough on a wheel seat.
Really? What's it? Only one of its kind. What makes it different? What's it do?
So halfway around the track, halfway around the layout, it will swap over. So you'll start on one end and you'll end up on the other side.
Oh, so it like spins.
Yeah, kind of like swaps over. Like,
Interesting.
is it the new one at? Oh, trying to think where it is now. The new Premier ride, this dueling one. Can't remember its name.
I gotcha. I think I get what you mean. Yeah. That's
Yeah, it's like that.
And it looks like it goes under a tunnel too, or underground.
Yeah, it goes under one of the pathways.
That's pretty cool. The one I'm interested in also is right next to it. It looks like that looks like a monster wooden coaster.
Ooh, Nickelodeon Streak.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon Streak.
Yeah, that's in Nickelodeon area. It used to be called Roller Coaster. It was then put in SB&O before.
Wait. That used to be called roller coaster.
Yes.
That wasn't. I've heard of other coasters being called roller coasters, and I always thought right, what are we gonna name this thing?
Yeah, it's like they've just gone into a meeting and gone, we haven't got any idea of what to call this coaster. Let's just call it roller coaster.
That's incredible. Yeah, what's the statistics on this thing?
I'll pull up RCDB so I can be factually correct.
It looks like it might have a lot of airtime there.
It does have a lot of airtime.
And then it looks like it kind of disappears at the end of it. Like, where does it go?
Your turnaround section goes towards near the back of the park.
Oh, so it goes around.
Yeah, it goes around. So the height is 61 feet, and it's got a top speed of 35 miles an hour.
So it's not really fast.
It's not that fast. It's a good. I would class it as a more of an entry coaster, really.
Oh, see, that's what I mean. Like with the park maps, like to me, I would look at this and be like, "Oh, that thing looks like a monster. It looks like it'd be like 50 miles an hour and about 110 feet tall."
Yeah.
But to be what you're saying, it looks like it's like a family ride.
Yeah, it is.
And then what's that? Do you guys have a bobsled ride? Is that what that is?
Which one?
In the middle there, red building, red roof.
Red building, red.
Right in the middle.
In the middle. That's Avalanche. That's a Mack bobsleigh coaster.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys do have that there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we do.
And the thing right above it, what is that?
Revolution.
Revolution. Is that like a corkscrew coaster?
It's a narrow shuttle loop coaster.
Oh, okay. You don't see one of those anymore.
No, you don't.
Those
Rare.
are far and few between. I'm to the point where I've never been on one. I've been on, of course, the boomerangs.
Yeah.
Like I said, my home park has 2 of them.
Yeah, hang on. The coma. We love the boomerang. Can we have an XL? Can we have another boomerang? But we'll have it XL.
Yeah, that's pretty much how that meeting
That's
went.
pretty much how it works.
But so that looks like the whole entirety of Blackpool Pleasure Beach in a nutshell.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's no water park, right?
No water park.
No water park.
That's
How much does it cost to get into there?
round about February time. They do something called Wild Weekends, which is pretty much they train the staff on with public around, make sure they know what they're doing. That's 1950, and then during the main season, it raises up to around 23-25 quid on a 25 quid peak day and 23 off peak. And when I was looking on the website for the last weekend, drops down to 19 quid again.
Alright, and so that would be in the US dollar range. I have no idea.
I'll quickly do a thingy.
While you're doing that, I will pop up
Yep.
Cedar Point's map here. Hopefully, I've been wrong before. I tried doing this last time.
And as well as that, there's one coaster which is notable. They've got a steeplechase model, as well as a shuttle loop coaster.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, there's another one which is another rare coaster.
And I love how they just the one food place I can
Yeah.
see on this map that I can actually read. Actually, I don't even see other food places on there. It's just Burger King. There's a Burger King.
Yeah,
right?
there's a Burger King, and then you've got as well. Before we carry on, we've got Icon somewhere hiding. This is not updated.
No.
Yeah, there's we've got the UK's first Mac launch coaster, double launch as well.
And that's supposed to be on here, huh?
That's supposed to be on there.
Oh, okay. Well, good to know.
Hang on, is it there? Looks like it's there.
Oh, is that what's in the corner?
Yeah, it looks near the middle.
Yeah. Hard to see.
Yeah. So for the US dollar for dollars it would be $23.74.
Oh,
That's during the wild weekends and the last weekend.
That's nothing. That's
And then
incredible.
on an off peak it's $28.
Still not bad. It's
And then on
really
a peak it's $30, which is not that bad.
no, compared to other places, it's really not.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Compared to what you'd pay at Towers, which is about 50 quid on the door. Which is about $60 for the States. Which is around about the same for most parks over there, ain't it?
pretty much, yeah. To make this, oh, Jesus, the park's too big.
The parks.
So going from a really small park to a really huge park. Okay. I think that got it all. It's kind of hard to see, but if you can see what I was talking about, like right smack in the middle, Top Thrill Dragster. It looks like it's. You can't even see the coaster behind it. It's taking up that much room. But from bottom to top, we'll go from bottom to top on here. The very first thing you see.
Yep.
I'll blow it up a little bit more.
Yep. Carry on.
So, this is in the very bottom right here, the main parking lot. I never park there. I always go around, because there's a lot of people that know about this. If you drive around the outside of the park where the boats are and the marina is, you can drive all the way around the train, all the way around where Metric used to be, and park right in this little parking square right there. And it's also a lot of fun to do, too, because you get to go around the whole entire park, drive around it. Nice. And so starting at the very bottom, the way you're supposed to go, that's why I'm always confused when everybody's like, oh, the front entrance. Well, to me, the front entrance is the other side of the park, not this part. You got Gatekeeper in the very bottom, a wing coaster that is... A lot of people are saying that it's forceless. I don't get it. It's the blue coaster at the very bottom. You go through a keyhole. You have a really nice wing drop. It's definitely one to go to if you've never been on a... even if you haven't been on a wing coaster, it's still one to go to. It's not a launch, wing coaster, but it's okay. I've only I've seen it stuck. I've never been on it stuck, unfortunately, but I'd love to do that too. Get an evac off of that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Going up, you have the wooden coaster on the left there, all the way. The dark blue one called Blue Streak, ironically. That one's not very tall. It's definitely more towards the family friendly ride, but it is the oldest coaster still standing in the park. It was I forgot how old it is, but it's super old. Next to it, the little spaghetti mess. Right next to it, the green. It is the Raptor. It is one of the not suspended. That's up further. It's definitely one where your legs are suspended. Inversions. There's a few of them. There's a Cobra roll. However, this coaster is super loud. Like if you're standing next to it, you'll know. Like
you definitely.
That's why. So a couple of years ago, the park had an incident there where somebody. And this is why you should never go and jump fences. Number one, the guy lost his cell phone, and I think it was his cell phone. Maybe it was his hat or something. And
111, don't take your cell phones on the ride.
I think,
or hat.
Yeah. And they jumped two fences that say "Do not cross." So he ended up jumping over both of them.
Yeah.
And the ride came through. I don't know how he didn't hear it going, but it took his head off. So, so that happened, and then they had to close that down for a little bit. But they did eventually reopen it. But there was no fault in the operators. There was no fault in the park itself. It was just some guy trying to get their stuff back, which
just being a stupid GP.
Exactly. So I used to work at a place that had that had it's a mountain, so it had a alpine coaster, I think is what it's called. It had an alpine coaster and a mountain coaster. If anything was left or anybody lost something, we would always tell people, hey, don't go up there, we'll find it afterwards, just chill out.
Yeah, just wait.
Most of the time people were alright with that.
Yeah, you're always gonna have the stubborn general public who's gonna go, nope, I want my stuff now.
Yeah.
Even though it's probably gonna be an extra half hour.
I gotta get my text now, yeah, exactly.
I've got to get it back now instead of waiting.
But then we move over to the other side. You have Max Air, which is an okay flat ride. It's kind of outdated now, actually, with all the Six Flags parks adding the frisbees. You got a Ferris wheel, and then you got the Impulse Wicked Twister, which is Impulse. It launches back and forth.
Yeah.
It's an okay ride. I can see that coming out very soon to make way for a new coaster there.
Yep.
Right above it, you have that swing ride right there. It's called, very ironic, it's called the Windseeker. Very, very, very ironic because it closes down if anybody blows near there, it closes down.
That's same with the big one though. You could literally stand and just blow, and that's when you just hear, nope, we're closing.
The crazy part is they put it right next to the beach where there's tons of wind, so I don't know what they were thinking with doing that, but it's a 300-foot swing ride. It's a really fun ride to go on. Especially at night, you get a lot of cool visuals. Then you have the Val Raven, the dive coaster. The picture doesn't really do it justice over there. But it's a super fun dive coaster. You have, if you stand in the right spot, I've said this in videos too before, if you stand in the right spot and look at it, it actually spells out the track itself spells out the word Ohio. And I think that was just kind of like a nod to the engineers or something, or maybe it wasn't intentional. I don't know. It seems too coincidental for it not to, but it's insane.
Yeah.
The Sky Ride would be nice. If you look at it, the Sky Ride is very short.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if it spanned, the whole park, but it's very short.
Yeah.
Then you go further up, you have Corkscrew. Corkscrew is another old ride there. It was my first upside down coaster, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Very small kid ride. Does one loop, two
Mhm.
corkscrews, and then the longest break run on the world, pretty much. You're sitting
Yeah.
there for what feels like minutes. You got
Mhm.
the drop towers there.
Yep.
A little higher up, you got the Max. We were talking about this, the Magnum XL200.
Yep.
That's our version of it. So
Yep.
you think you got? I'm moving everything now.
Yeah, we've got
You got
big one.
the big one right there
Mhm.
compared to that one right there. It's a little
Oh
different.
yeah. Yep.
It's a good ride if I don't know. You get a lot of head banging and you get a lot of leg banging.
Yeah.
So it all depends on. There is a special I think it's row 3,
Yeah.
where it gives you. They call that the injector seat. um,
Mhm.
and sometimes on that ride, like you don't want to be injected out of it because it hurts so bad.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that we don't have the airtime on the big one,
Yeah.
even though it can be. I mean, yeah, we've got the speed and the height, nothing else.
Then right
Is
next
it?
to it,
Yeah.
you have the Gemini, which is the
Mhm.
racing wooden coaster there. Um,
Ooh.
it doesn't really race that much anymore,
Does
from
it
my
not?
knowledge. No, I don't. It's one of those things where they stopped doing it, I think.
Ah.
But you have the red and the blue side.
Yeah.
It used to, from my knowledge, it used to be rough, but now it's a wooden coaster, but it has a steel track, so
Yeah.
it's technically in the class of maybe a hybrid. Hybrid.
Yeah. You
I
could
don't know.
class it as a hybrid.
It's not an RMC by any means, but it's smooth. It's smooth, but you would never know
Mhm.
if you were standing out on the road or in the park
Yeah.
and looked at it, you would say, "Hey, that's a wooden coaster."
Yeah.
And then towering over that, as you can see, dab smack in the middle, top thrill
Yeah.
dragster. That is one of the
Mhm.
top 5. Um, 420 feet tall, 0 to 220 miles an hour in 4
Yeah.
seconds. 17
Ooh.
second ride. It it's a good ride. It is. A lot of people don't
Yeah.
have it as their top there, or even in their top 3, is because it's so short.
Yeah.
And you wait a long time to get on it, and it's just like you're up and down. But it definitely is a lot better than, say, like King Ka. Definitely a lot better than
Yeah.
that. Next, you have the little spaghetti coaster next to it. It is
Yeah.
it used to be called the Mantis. It was their stand-up
Mhm.
coaster that got transformed into the Rougarou.
Yeah.
It's a little bit better now as a sit-down. Not that much better.
Mhm.
You still got a lot of head banging, but I'll take
Yeah.
head banging than dealing with a stand-up coaster, because stand-up coasters, yeah.
Ah. Awful.
You get hurt
Yeah.
in a different place you don't want to be hurt at. All right,
Yeah.
let's leave it at
We've
that.
yeah we've got a stand-up coaster in the UK.
Yeah.
Drayton
They're
Manor.
they're not fun. They are not fun. I'm glad they
Oh no.
switched it. Now this one here, the next one, this blue one
Yeah.
right here. This one is one of my favorites at the park too. It's
Yep.
called the Millennium Force.
Mhm.
It's iconic. I'm sure everybody in the chat would probably know about just the name alone.
Yeah.
It was built in the Millennium, hence the
Oh, yeah.
name. And if you're ever in the station, it actually, have you ever heard of the song that plays?
I think I have.
It's very catchy. Like, it gets stuck in your head as well. It's like they know what they're doing when they come to songs
Yeah.
at theme parks around here, I guess. But it's 300 feet tall, 95 miles an hour. The first overbank turn, I always black out on.
Yeah.
It's one of those intense rides that happens.
Yeah.
Again, people call it forceless. I don't agree with that. I think it keeps its speed through most of its run.
Yeah.
It used to go through Dinosaurs Live, which again has made it's a new thing there now. And then you
Mhm.
got what used to be. I'm sad it's gone. There was an accident there on. It used to be called Shoot the Rapids.
Yeah.
It was a boat ride where you go up, come down, come back up, come down again. One on the lift hill when the boats fell backwards, flipped over, and
Ooh.
trapped people. And then they reopened it for some reason because they found it safe. And I was one of the ones that went on afterwards, and then they ended up closing it for good and tore it down.
Yeah.
But you got proper wet on that one too. So from there we got the little. We're just about done with this park already. You got the little one. Is that wooden?
Yep.
It looks wooden, but it's not wooden. I don't know why they made it look wooden in the picture. It's the mine ride because every park has to have a mine ride. Cedar Creek Mine Ride. It's actually surprisingly okay. It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
I would probably hit it every single time I go there.
And
Then you got another favorite. The Maverick has a 95-degree drop. So you're thinking 90 degrees straight down, 95 you're going inward, and you're just constantly zipping through low to the ground elements. It's pretty crazy. At the top here, this is the big one. The one I have not gone on yet. The one I am desperately trying to get on.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of people's favorites here at this park. Steel Vengeance. Formerly known as the Mean Streak. And let me tell you, so for anybody that's jealous that they've never been on Mean Streak before, don't feel that way. You're better off.
It's a beast of a coaster then.
It was very long.
Yeah.
You felt like it was going on and on and on and on.
Forever.
And it was just nonstop pain too. So like headaches and stuff like that. It was a good ride, but it was not worth it. I always skipped it until the last time where they're like, oh, it's closing, and I'm like, all right, fine. It needed to go, and this is what they made, and it's awesome. It's over 200 feet. It's a hybrid. 90, I think it's 90 degrees. Maybe it's a little bit slightly off 90, but when I went there when they were building it, it looked like an absolute beast, and it has a ton of hype on it. The only thing I don't, I just fear that's gonna be like a overhyped coaster. That's the worst thing I want. Is to get there and it's not that great, but
that's good.
A lot of people are saying it's pretty good. My top favorite parks are Kingdom Disney. Great.
Nice.
Least favorite type of coaster. Least favorite type. I think it has to be stand up. What about you, my friend?
It's either going to be a stand up or an SLC. By the gamer.
Okay, so yeah, SLCs are a notch right there. Although our SLC at our home park has gotten better. Now we have You in the Darkness there. Let's move you up right there. Our SLC has gotten new restraints, believe it or not, and it makes it seem better than it is. Because the restraints they have are kind of like the vest for Gatekeeper, and like you can actually move. Yeah. Do they have any of those?
No, the SLC, what I ride mostly, has the OTS, which have the big pillars.
I love the big wings. I don't understand.
Yeah, the big wings.
I never understood those.
Yeah.
It's like, great. Put something right next to their head. That'd be great. Slam it.
Bam. Just keep slamming it.
Yeah, it'd be fine. They'll go on.
There's only been one time. That was the end of last season when they was doing a late night ride, which is a full 12 hours. And I think it was about 6 o'clock my time. I went, queue's down. May as well have a ride on it. Everything else is pretty busy.
Do they ever have a line for your SLC? Because, I mean...
yeah.
Really?
Normally.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's surprising.
Oh, yeah. It's the general public. They don't know how bad the SLC is, and I'll be like, you hear them coming off, they're going, my head hurts now, and I'm like,
I wonder why.
And I wonder why. And then I'll be stood there. Usually I ride this at the end of the day, so I'm not in pain riding other coasters. And I'm there, and you'll hear people going, I've heard this, it's this good, and I'm like, no. Why am I putting myself through this torture device?
Well, and to be fair, so yeah, if you don't know about the coasters and stuff, you're looking at it like this looks amazing.
Yeah.
From the outside, because in the outside they are they look amazing. They look pretty.
Oh yeah, they do.
The engineering is there, but
Yeah.
then you get on it. Although, the one time I remember having
Yeah.
a big line at
Yeah.
ours is when they switched it over from Mind Eraser
Yeah.
to Riddler's Revenge with the
Yeah.
new restraints and the the new restraints, and they added virtual reality to it of all things.
Oh no.
So
What?
you got to think you're getting a headbanging ride, and now you're going to add VR, so now you
Yeah.
can't see where you're going on the headbanging ride. Not only that, the VR that they played was a game where you were shooting robots, so there's a little button on the side. So you would be sitting there going like this, trying to shoot, while there's headbanging going on, and you're moving your head around. That sounds like a brilliant idea.
Perfect.
Six Flags did it. It lasted one season, if that might have been. And here's the thing: half of the time the VR didn't work. So some people had VR, some people didn't have VR, but you still had to wear the VR headset the whole time.
Really?
So you're sitting there at a blank screen, not knowing what the heck's going on.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah.
What are both of your coaster cred counts? I'll have you start that one.
I want to drink him. Let me just gonna have a look. I think it's about 100.
Alright, so
over 100.
I can say that, and this is probably gonna be a big thing for. I don't count my creds, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah.
Because I started going on coasters late in the game, and I never started counting them. So I never really counted them. And I kind of just went on them for the thrill of going on them.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, it would be well over 100 though, because we've been to so many parks. But yeah, that's just me. I don't count my creds. I might in the future, but
yeah,
I don't know. It's just
I've only just started counting my creds actually.
Yeah.
And I'm at 100 unique rides of 151.
I mean, I have a book somewhere that is Six Flags, and it shows you all the lists and like check marks on those, but I don't want to do that either. I will never do a fusion again. It's not worth the pain.
Oh, it's not worth the pain, and I'll be back
in fusion.
In a second. Yeah, that's the SLC.
Ah, okay. Do they not have any SLCs in UK called the Mind Eraser?
No, we've got one at Fantasy Island, which is down south.
So I know,
yeah.
I know Six Flags, so most of them are called Mind Erasers, which, to be fair, very good name for them.
Yeah.
They hit that one right on the head. That's what they did.
Well,
they did right.
In the station of infusion, there's a sign up what says infuses your senses, and I always make the joke going, it definitely does more than infuses your senses.
Oh,
it does more. It mashes your senses to the point where you have a migraine, headache, and don't know what. I always say to people, you're going to drive to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, don't ride infusion because you won't know what's left to right after you've been on it.
So what's this coaster in the background here? Right behind you, that blue one. This one right here.
Oh, that's infusion.
That's infusion? That
is infusion.
Ah, see, that's a great picture I chose then. I just chose the one that looked it looks cool,
yeah.
alright?
It does look cool. And I understand why. I wonder why it gets the weight.
But I mean, so it looks like it's like on a different level than everything else. Right? Like, is that like, do you have to go downstairs to get to that? Oh yeah. Now I can see it.
Yeah, you gotta go downstairs.
I would have thought that was a flying coaster, to be honest with you, the way that turned. And then you got the Magnum copy in the back, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
the big one.
the big one with the.
Any wind, if you blow next to it, you'll have right up say, nope, it's closed.
And of course, my background is
Yeah.
uh, Top Thrill Dragster, of course.
Mhm.
To be fair.
I'll be back in a second.
Ba-ba. So with that, there we go. Top Thrill Dragster. They got rid of the little spoiler on the front. Actually, there wasn't any. Yeah, I think there was. And they got rid of the tail fin in the back. They used to have giant wheels on it as well, on the back to make it look more like a dragster. And a couple of years ago, they took it off. I think it helped reduce with drag, and I think they were not getting it consistently over. There was a story going around that the wheel flew off and landed in the lake, Lake Erie Lake. That's not true. 100% not true. Let's see. My chat went and disappeared. Well, alright. Okay. Infusion is also over water. Oh, that's cool. There is another one that's like that. At a Darien Lake, I think, has theirs over water, and it's pretty cool. Again, it looks cool. The actual thing of it is not cool though. But yeah. So what's cool about the Top Thrill Dragster? I'll do this to fill some time here. Is that you have lights going down the actual structure. They're very hard to see in the picture, but it looks like a tree light in dragster racing that they do. So you have green, 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 yellow, 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 green, and you take off. He's
I'm
back.
back.
Alright, he's back. I was just saying how the dragster, they took off the tail and the back, the tail fin thing, and they took off the spoiler and they took off the giant wheels. Years ago, they used to have all that. They took it off.
Why?
I think they did that to deal with the drag, because I think they had, no pun intended, the drag was causing it not to go over, is what I remember, and slowed it down. And I said when you were gone that there was a crazy rumor that when it went up one time, one of the giant wheels on the side flew off and landed in the Lake Erie.
That sounds like what happened with the Smiler with one of their wheels.
I don't think that's true at all. I would have a very hard time believing that.
Yeah.
To be fair.
That was a true one about the Smiler.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Was it like one of the wheels or prop wheels though?
It was one of the. I think it was one of the wheels that weren't a prop.
Oh no, like so they had giant wheels on the side.
Yeah.
Just to make it look cool. They didn't spin or nothing.
As added theme.
Yeah, a theme.
Brilliant.
That's our one coaster that I think did really well with theme is Top Thrill.
Oh yeah.
Other than that. So for Coaster Wars, I think I mean I have my opinion, you have your opinion.
Yeah.
You've never been to Cedar Point, I've never been to Blackpool. So we're gonna leave it to chat, I think.
Oh yeah.
Chat or Twitter to battle it out, see which park is better. I might put a poll up.
Actually, we've got.
Actually, I will put a poll up on Twitter. I'll put up who won Coaster Wars. Cedar Point, Blackpool, Pleasure Beach. I think somebody else made a good point for a next one that we can do in the future. Let me pull that back up.
Is it the one about the SLs? Which one was it?
I like the idea of Six Flags New England and Six Flags New Jersey.
Oh yeah. Oh, that'll be a good one.
Seeing as they're really close together as well.
Yeah.
Infusions over water. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's another thing. I've had I've heard uh, some of the general public moaning that they've lost stuff. Rule number one: don't have anything in your pockets. I mean,
Well,
some of the yeah,
I
even the
remember last year they started
yeah,
actually um, saying don't put things in your pockets, and they had a display of like a broken phone and stuff like that.
oh yeah, that's
That
what we have in the station.
yeah,
Oh, there's
and
as you
they
go
all
onto the
like
platform area, there's a whole
yeah,
display of broken phones, tickets to get into the park,
uh
watches, all array of things.
and some of them make it where some rides they make it where you can't have anything in your pocket at all. And,
Yeah,
like if you have pockets, they'll like want you.
you go, yeah, they go, you go for a metal detector.
Well, see, we don't have metal detectors yet, but they want you to. Well, they do when you get into the parking stuff, but not when you get into the ride queues or anything. They
Yeah,
want you to pat on your pockets or stick your hands in your pocket, and
yeah,
if they can see anything in your pockets, they'll say, "Hey, buy a locker." But like they did that for El Toro, they did that for some of the bigger rides.
yeah,
But I haven't seen them do that in a while, so we might have been away from that phase, all because somebody
yeah,
got hurt on a ride with their phone, I think.
yeah. So their own fault. Just phone meets face type scenario.
And the thing, I've been on plenty of coasters where I've seen people do that, and
Oh yeah,
they lose their thing, and it goes flying behind us or flying in front of us, and
yeah,
it's always crazy to see that though, because all of a sudden you're just flying by, and just
yeah,
seems like it's floating.
uh, yeah. I was on the SNS shot and drop at Blackpool. I've literally done all the safety checks. Everyone's happy for a dispatch, all three operators. Go for the dispatch. Some idiot decides to pull the phone out. So they literally just e-stop it.
Yeah.
And it's like,
A lot of people, yeah, they'll do that. They'll definitely do
they'll
that
do
if they
it.
see it. Um,
And,
that's what
and then,
you guys were talking about yesterday is the way of the
yeah,
future with theme parks and how they're gonna run um,
yeah,
with visual scans and stuff like that.
yeah.
I said it last night in a live chat that you were watching. I don't know why I was live so early in the morning for myself, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're opening parks up way too early in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna. I said it last night. You're gonna have the problem just skyrocket again.
Oh yeah.
Because you're gonna to have every single seat, every single item that is touched in the park wiped down. No
Yeah.
one's gonna want to buy food there. No one's gonna want to buy
Yeah.
merchandise.
No one's gonna want to do anything. And in the UK, Boris during his briefing today has said he's going to set out his next phase of trying to get things to be reopened, and he's adamant that children aged 4, 4, 5, 6, 10, and 11 that they're going to go back to school by June the 1st.
They
So
cancel
that
school for a whole year over here.
yeah,
But the thing is, so I also thought about it afterwards this morning.
yeah,
Six Flags, they make you put your finger on a scanner when you go if you have a pass. So they
Yeah.
have a finger scanner. How are they gonna work that? Like
you can't.
you have hundreds of people touching that finger scanner every single day when you go through the gate. What are you gonna do? Just like have like one of those. There's no way around that.
No, so they're gonna have to suspend it.
Yeah, they might have to go back to using barcodes like they used to.
Yeah.
Just straight up barcodes. It's
Yep.
gonna be interesting, nonetheless.
I'll take. Mhm.
And we'll see. As of right now, reservations are the only way to get to the parks, and I don't think
Yeah.
any of them are quite open just yet.
No.
I just hope that the employees are ready for the amount of people that come through, because there's gonna be a lot.
Oh yeah.
And safety, I hope they have that all in mind, and you don't
Yeah.
get the one person that doesn't care. So
Yeah, down in Florida, Fun Spot Orlando has reopened,
really,
and they're saying mass is not essential if you're on park.
Hmm.
In
Right.
my opinion, if you're gonna open up, you're gonna have to have your you're gonna have to have a mask on.
Yeah, you should. You should have to have one on, to be honest. We'll see. We'll see. Only time will tell until this whole thing gets over with. But as of right now, it's about 6:33 p.m. A little bit later for you guys, I know.
Yep.
Which means we've been talking for quite some time now. Let's see. We've been talking for just about an hour. 5 minutes. 5 minutes shy for an hour. So.
All right.
I'm gonna cut it here. I'll put a poll on Twitter saying which park won the first ever theme park wars. We will hopefully do more in the future if you guys enjoyed it. Maybe might have Labs and Coasters back on in the future. I know a couple of people want to be on as well, so we'll go there. I want to start doing Coaster Wars as well. Put two coasters up against each other, and maybe have a discussion about that, stats, all that fun stuff. Who knows? Maybe we might see Magnum XL200 against the big one. That'd be interesting.
That'll be interesting. That'll be very interesting.
Yeah. We'll see and have people vote upon that. We'll also probably. I have something coming up that's Sky Screamer against the Windseeker. So they're two swing rides that are pretty much the same, just a little bit different in different aspects and stats. So with that, I've been Coaster Maniacs.
Now I've been Lost in Coasters.
Subscribe to both channels if you haven't already. Leave a like, and we will see you guys next time. Have a good night, good day, and good morning.
And